Hey guys, Chad with BAKO'S Custom Lawn, and I've got one of these Green Mountain smokers, and I tell you what, these things are kind of needy, I guess would be the right word, because you got to clean them out all the time. This is only the second year I've had this thing, and so I'm still figuring out all the tricks. So basically, I'm gonna go ahead and I'm gonna scrape the grates on this thing, and I'm gonna do it cold. I may decide to do this thing a little warmer, because generally when you scrape your grates, you let the grill get nice and hot and then scrape them off. So the grates I'm not too worried about. The big thing I'm worried about is getting this firebox taken out, and I'm probably just going to blow mine out. A lot of guys use their shop vac, but I think I'm just going to blow. I've got a leaf blower, so I'm just going to blow I don't really care. I'll blow it out and get it all clean, and then I'll be good from there. So anyway, I'm just going to tilt this back down, and I'm not going to do too much more commentary. I'm just going to get this thing opened up and see if I can't and see, mine aren't in too bad a shape anyway. So set these off to the side. My biggest thing is getting down here to the firebox, because that's apparently the thing that I haven't gotten done yet. So, and then I usually put a thing of water in there, and so it will keep the meat moist while I'm smoking for extended periods of time. So anyway, I have this piece here should come out. I don't know if you guys can see this very well. It's kind of dark on this side right now, so don't get mad at me for the poor video quality. And I'll scrub that off too. But like I said, the main reason for this video is to see down there and get this thing out of here. Now I guess that, I don't know if I unscrew this. I think you can vacuum this out from the bottom, so I just unscrewed that. And I guess in a pinch you could stick your vacuum up there and vacuum that out. I'm not too worried about that. My main thing is here is to get this cover off the firebox and see. Okay, let me see here. Okay, so you have to unscrew this deal here, kind of. So that's the reason I couldn't get that out before. You stick it in and then you unscrew it. So then that's what lets this come off of here. Now I may not be able to blow this out, guys, because it is quite a good amount in here. I don't know if, hopefully you guys can see that. And I'm going to blow this off too. I'm just going to set it over here on my porch and blow this off too. As you can tell, it's got a lot of dust and stuff on there, so I'll blow that off as well. Not too big a deal, but I can get you down in there closer so you can see what's going on. So anyway, yeah, that's where I'm at. I didn't quite know how to get down in here and get this stuff out here, but it's really fine kind of powder. And I think if I get the leaf blower in here, I can just blow this all out here. It's not going to be a big issue. I'll blow this firebox out too. Apparently it gets a bunch of crap in there as well. So we're going to go ahead and I'll get this thing set back up, because my grill this thing isn't too dirty. The only part I haven't been able to figure out is how to get down there and get that blowed out of there, because I wasn't unscrewing that piece. So yeah, okay, I'm gonna go ahead, set this down here. Now I'm just gonna blow this out. So that's how the lawn guys get their smoker blowed out. Now, a lot of the guys, I mean, get a little dusty, but I'll blow myself off. But anyway, a lot of the guys are in there at the shop vac for a little while, and the BG86 pretty well took care of that in no time at all. So anyway, I'm gonna take this off here and let you guys see how good this worked here. Yeah, so can't say it didn't do a good job. I don't see any dust in there. All right, so that's what we wanted. So I'm gonna go ahead and tilt this around, and then I'm gonna put it back together. Like I said, the main thing I wanted to do, I got a little bit of dust down here, but I'm not too worried. A little bit of pellets and stuff. I just take those out with my hands. So nothing too big. The whole dang thing down here looks pretty clean. Just a little bit of the grease kept it holding on there. Got the little electrode down there. Wipe it off a little bit. Like it gets kind of greasy and stuff too. Yeah, everything looks pretty good. Now, one thing I got a tip on was actually to take some pellets after you're done doing this and reprime your pot. Now, the guy told me that it's not a green mountain thing at all. It's just something he does so it starts up right away again. So. Just like that. So I'm going to set this up out of the way here. And we're going to continue putting it back together. Blow this other part off over here. I'll let you guys watch me do that. Okay, that's pretty much done there. Now we'll go ahead and put this thing back together. See if I can actually do it. That was the part that I had an issue with. Okay, this thing's screwed back in there. Helps to kind of look inside while you're trying to screw it so you know what you got going on. Now you can move this thing back and forth, and it's got like a little line here. That's about right. I think that's where they want it, right about there. Basically just a big diffuser is all it is. So that's how it goes in there. It's kind of see where your mark is on there too, so you know exactly where it goes back again. Just screw this port back on. Now my little grease tray isn't really even full at all, guys, so I'm not going to mess with that right now. And this part isn't in too bad shape either. I mean, like I said, I kind of cleaned this thing out before. The only part I couldn't get to was down there. Now my light is a little jacked up, so I am going to mess with that, and my little mirror up here, or my little window, is kind of alright guys, I'm back now. One thing I'll tell you is this part is kind of the pain in the butt, and they make little covers that go on these, but honestly, get out of here. My dog's interested in eating some of the grease, so honestly, I did have it wrapped in tin foil first, and then I thought, well, maybe it's not a big deal, I won't wrap it in tin foil, but I think the tin foil worked the best. And basically I'm just going to scrape this off. I got this scraper on Amazon, and I didn't do a review on it. I don't think I did, but it's basically called a grill art on Amazon, and you can tighten these up and you can use them to scrape your little individual grill deals. And then this deal here, it's just, this thing is a really good brush. And it like I said, it's like the #1 on there on Amazon. It's the little more expensive one because it has this little deal on here. So, but I honestly don't use that very often anyway. So, just gonna kind of scrape this off a little bit. Like I said, I'm not really too bad shape. One cook on it, I think, without the tin foil, or maybe 2, I can't remember. And this actually will come off too. I just didn't really want to, I guess you can flip it around. I didn't think about that. So you can actually flip this around as well. So it's got a little bit of a flat part. I'm glad I didn't take that pretty much it. And then I'm just going to wipe it off, and then I'll blow everything off once again. So yeah, this little deal's pretty handy on here, honestly. Wipe it off when you're done. I'm going to flip it back around the way it was. Yep, just like that. Yeah, it works pretty dang slick, honestly. So I usually just used an old welder wire brush, but I heard those can. I heard got some people that swallowed one of them wires off of there, and then you're really gonna have a bad day. I think they got to do surgery or something to get it off, or to get it out of there. So, scrape this little off here a little bit. That's pretty handy little tool there. Yep. And this one here is pretty much the only one that looks like this, so it's easy to find on Amazon. What it's called, like I said, it's called a grill. So, and I'm sure it's made in China, but I don't know where you can. Everything's made in China now. So anyway, I'll show you guys that. It doesn't have to be perfect. It's just a diffuser pretty much. So lets the oil run off of it into your drip pan. So we got that. Now we're gonna go ahead and get some tin foil put on here. And there's probably a good way to do this, but flat like this. This is kind of how I did it. Kind of how I did it the last time too. So fold it on over. Yeah, like I said, they do make these. They're kind of expensive. All you're looking for anyway is just something to kind of keep it. It's a little easier to clean for you. And this little end piece here where the grease is going to drip out, you just want to kind of mold it to the deal. And it doesn't have to be sealed or nothing. Like I said, all you're basically doing is making it to where you can clean it a little easier. So that's about all you're looking for, honestly. So that's that right there. That's your temperature. That's your deal there. So just make sure it's clean. Mine's, as you can tell, mine's right here. Yeah. Just make sure it's cleaned off. Mine's pretty clean. So, okay. All right. So we're gonna go ahead and install this back in here. Trying not to rip. Alright guys, I think I had the tin foil on the wrong side of the diffuser here, so I'm going to take this back out. And, I had the tin foil on the wrong side, guys, which is not good. So I actually got this figured out now, so I'm just going to wrap this tin foil on here. You can't have the tin foil covering the hole right here on this thing. I'm going to use on your tin foil actually. It's all messed up. So I'm going to get some. What do I do with my tin foil? Well, try it up here. Now we're gonna put some more tin foil on this thing. Turn this around like this. Yeah, no, I had the tin foil backwards on there. So I'm not sure how I accomplished that, but did. So, like I said, we want to just poke a hole in there where the tin foil, or the hole is. Another piece of tin foil. So we got a nice hole there. And what that's going to do is it's going to go right next to that thermometer over there. So I'm just going to straighten out this tin foil a little bit, and then it's just going to sit inside the grill or smoker. And I can't believe I had that backwards there, but like I said, this is why we do these videos, so so we can help each other out. So this just fits up here on this ledge next to the hole, or next to the thermometer, just like so. And then all that grease will run right down that tray, right down the tray and into the bucket. So pretty cool deal there. I think my little diffuser's a little bit bent. It might have got bent in shipping or something like that. But yeah, it should look something like that. So, and you guys may have some tips as well. But from what I read in there, that little hole is supposed to line up with this thermometer inside here. So I think once I heat it up, once I heat this up again, it'll fix it. So actually, I think I had that diffuser on wrong the whole time, and you know, that just goes to show you, like, you know, something, you know, a little overlook or something can probably screw up the way your smoker works. So anyway, I mean, it still worked, it still cooked everything, but the grease wasn't running out like it should. So anyway, little tip. And again, I could edit this out and go, well, look, I'm just perfect and everything like that, but I want to make sure that we all learn from the mistakes. I mean, it's just a simple mistake, but any one of us could have made it. And anyway, all right, so I'll go ahead and put the grates back in that. And I probably will go ahead and scrape these off a bit. Put these in here. And probably what I'll end up doing is I'll actually heat it up, and then I'll scrape it with the scraper over here. Okay guys, so anyway, all clean, all ready to go. I am going to fire this thing up, and I'm going to go ahead and fire this up, and then basically I'll get this glass cleaned off, and I'll get the light cleaned off to where it's nice and clean, and then I'll scrape the grates out. So I'm going to go ahead and pause this for just a second. Hey guys, I'm just going to take my little tool here, kind of scrape this glass off a little bit. I haven't got a sharp edge on it, so let me just kind of scrape it off a little bit. And it won't be perfect by any means, but it'll be a whole lot better than what it was. Wipe it off a little bit. This glass gets really dirty, and it's almost impossible to keep it clean unless you guys got a tip or something to keep the glass clean. Pretty much every time I cook in this thing, it's back to being dirty again. So it's just probably the nature of the beast on these things, I guess. And clean off this light a little bit. And I get gets super dirty. And this has, like I said, this has the light in there, but man, getting this stuff clean is just a nightmare. So anyway, the mirrors, or not the mirror, but the glass is a lot cleaner. It's not perfect. Probably gonna get me some of that Dawn spray stuff and try that. Might get this stuff off a little better. So not too bad. And I might try and actually probably gonna heat the grill up and see, and then wipe it off and see if that helps. So anyway, I'm gonna pause this and I'm gonna get the grill started. Okay guys, I'm gonna go ahead and get this smoker plugged in here. And like I said guys, if you guys have any tips or anything or something I'm not doing, please leave it in the comments, because like I said, we're all here to learn, but I just thought I'd make a video and show you how to get down in there and clean out your firebox on this thing, because I was a little unsure myself. So I figured, well, why don't we just make a little video about it and help each other out. So yeah, this one has a light in it, but pretty much like I said, every time we smoke it, it seems like it's freaking dirty again. So it's kind of a non-stop deal. So I'm going to actually try and heat the grill up, and then I'm going to wipe this off, get the grill going. That might be the ticket, but you never know. So anyway, I'm going to grab some paper towels here. Yeah, and this one here, it's got a deal where you can use your phone to start it and monitor the temperatures and all that. So that's kind of a nice feature here. But I think I'm just going to start it like this because I'm doing a video with my phone. So we're just going to go ahead and see if it'll start without. There it goes. So it's actually going to start on its own. I just hit the power button, so it's going to start on its own. I'll kind of wipe off these grill grates. They're clean, but if you notice, they get dusty. So take your paper towel and just kind of wipe off your grill grates before you get smoking on them. Lots of paper towels. But anyway, no, I mean, I can't believe I had that heat diffuser there on backwards, but like I said, stuff like this happens to all of us. So hopefully my mistake will help you guys out. So anyway, I've got the grills getting started to go. I've got some pellets in there. I primed the box because I blew out all the dust and everything in there. So now we've got brand new pellets in there. And the firebox should be primed. Make sure that's on there. Go ahead and shut that. Should be getting ready to go. I'm gonna blow this off again real quick. Everything just kicked on, so now we're gonna get this thing fired up. So anyway, guys, I'll let this keep going. You may fast forward it or whatever, but anyway. While we're waiting, I guess I'll wipe it down a little bit, clean it up a little bit. It's dusty outside, so. Make sure you're careful when you're wiping this down after it's gone, because it gets pretty hot pretty quick. So just be careful. Careful when you're wiping it down when it's warm. It'll burn you quick, especially that smokestack. So I just like to kind of wipe it all down while I'm out here. So. Okay. I'm actually expecting this thing to run quite a bit better now that I figured out how to clean out the firebox. So it's really ripping and roaring right now, so we should be and you know, while we wait, let's have a nice little beer. I don't know what's your guys' favorite. I like Blue Moon among a few others, but it's one of my favorites. So, and the grill has a nice little opening, a beer bottle opening feature there. It's kind of nice. See, it's getting up to about 80 degrees now, 81. So let's see here. This glass one will be easier while it's hot. Got me a little bit of a wet paper towel here. It's not doing too bad. I think we let it get a little hotter. It actually is working pretty good on the glass up here. Put this up here. Scrubbing that glass, and a lot of that's coming off of there. So we'll let it get a little hotter, and then I'll get me a wet paper towel, and I bet you I can get a lot of that off of there. guys. Looks like we're all up to temperature here, so I'm going to go ahead and raise this. Get it up to about 400 degrees so we can do some grilling. Wonder how this will work here. Now, wiping off this glass. Look at that, guys. So I guess the trick is put your grill heat up top, raising temperature. Just wipe off your glass ever so often because it gets condensation on there. Look at that. You guys can see that or not, but that's about 1,000,000 times better. I wonder if this light in here is the same way. It might not be. I'm gonna go get my towel a little wetter. Yeah, maybe a little tip, just let your grill heat up before you clean your glass and your light in there, because I pretty much got that window right there perfectly clean already, so it didn't take me much. Heating this baby up to 500 degrees, and I'll tell you what, she had a steak seared at those high temperatures, you know, ribeyes, chuck eyes, pretty much any kind of steak. It's really awesome. Gets a nice crust on there, and it's just perfect. So right now we've got it set up to go up to 500 degrees, and I've still been wiping the window, and the window's pretty well perfectly clean now, so. Alright, go ahead and pause this and just keep on going. Okay guys, so got some tri-tip steaks in here cooking at 500 degrees. They're just about done. Some nice grill marks on these bad boys. Wipe this glass down one more time. Let's see if it'll sparkle up. It actually is getting better, guys, but it's just got such buildup on there. It's gonna take a little time, I think. This glass up here is pretty well clean, I would say. Alright, cool. We'll let that cook just a few more minutes, and that steak will be perfectly done. I gotta get my beer opened up here, so I'll make sure we stay hydrated while we're grilling. So, yeah. Now this thing comes with probes and all that. I generally just kind of eyeball my steak. I kind of like mine medium rare, so kind of get it nice. A little bit pink in the middle is kind of why I like it. So everybody kind of likes theirs a little different. Some people likes it a little rarer. I mean, if it happens to be a little rare, I don't complain. So. Alright. 504 degrees right now. I'm gonna go ahead and take this off of here. Let you guys get a nice good look at what we're doing here. Take a look at that. That's what you call a nice steak right there. Just a few more minutes and we'll be here. I also have a little cast iron pot in there that I use to put a little water in while I'm doing long cooks. It kind of keeps the steam in there, and I just keep it kind of full of water. It steams it up, and I don't have to spritz it so much while I'm doing like a brisket or a butt. So, if you guys want a good idea, I got mine at Ace Hardware. I don't know if you can probably see it back there in the corner. I don't have any water in it right now. I threw some oil on. I'm re-seasoning it a little bit because the seasoning kind of came off of it. So figured I got the dang thing heated up to 500 degrees. It's a good time to throw that cast iron little pot in there and get it seasoned. So I'm gonna do two things at once here: get a nice steak made and get the cast iron seasoned. So. Alright guys, well I think these tri-tips are pretty well done. I'm going to go ahead and pop this off of here, flip it around, see what you guys think. Look at them grill marks. Look at that. That's a nice looking steak, looks like, guys. I'm going to go ahead and pull these off. Going to let them rest for about 10-15 minutes. Then we're going to cut into these things and we're going to see how we did. So pull this thing off here. Oh yeah, look at that, guys. Got a juicy steak, right? Probably hard to see. Pull this off here. So close this bad boy up. And we're going to go ahead and shut her on down. So hit the power button here. That's going to shut it off. I'm going to go ahead and move this operation into the house. Hold on a second. Alright guys, a little better light in here, but take a look at them. Tell you what. Now what we're going to do here, we're going to throw a little tin foil on here. Do a little tin foil tint. Don't want to make it too tight, just want to kind of tint it a little bit. And then we're having some gourmet instant potatoes. We also got some lentils with some cheese on top. And now I get these lentils from Costco. And I will tell you what, it's these bad boys right here. Not a sponsored video. But you can get these at Costco. You literally tear this little thing off about an inch and you microwave it for 1 minute and they're done. So for a nice little healthy little deal in about a minute, you can't beat it. And I usually throw a little cheese on mine, but yeah, so mashed potatoes, tri-tip steak, and some lentils. So anyway, you want to check those out at Costco. They're pretty awesome. They're not too cheap, but man, I'll tell you what, for an instant meal, they're pretty quick. So anyway, all right, I'll be back when this steak has rested. All right, guys, now the steak has rested. We're gonna grab us a nice small knife here so we can check it out. See how we did on this bad boy. So nice and juicy. It's been resting for 15 minutes. I'm gonna move one of these out of the way so I've got room. I'm just gonna go ahead and start slicing this thing. Might be a little over cut. I don't know. Might be perfect. It's a little pink in the middle. So let's see how we did here. So it's a little pink. Kind of how I like it. I mean, I wouldn't mind it being just a little more rare. Test this out. It's got great flavor, guys. Now, I'm gonna put a little salt on this. Get all my stuff out of the way. So let's go ahead. Salt on there. I don't know, guys. Now that I look at it, it's pretty well perfect. So let's go ahead and man, I would say that's a perfect deal. So anyway, guys, thanks for watching. Appreciate it. You got any suggestions? Make sure you leave them in the comments. Like I said, we're just all here to learn. Like I said, I could edit a lot of this stuff out and make it look like I knew all along, but I wanted to just, you know, show you that we all make mistakes and we can all learn from each other. So anyway, guys, thanks for watching. Make sure you share with your friends and like and subscribe. Thanks a lot. Have a good night, guys. Appreciate it.